Hello, I'm Louise. Hi from BeHealing.com. This is the weekly read for all signs and for each sign for the week of the 3rd to the 9th of February 2020. If you'd like a private reading with me, there's a link up there to book in for one of those. I get all of my readings out within 24 hours of you booking them, and these ones are 3 pages long. You can choose what area of your life you want the reading to be about, but if you've got specific questions for your reading, then just click on the Contact Us tab and put your questions in there, and I'll do the reading about that. So, I've done the general read for all signs in a separate video. There'll be a link for that up there at the moment. Check that out. All about being community minded, about us receiving from the community first of all. So check that out first before you watch your particular sign that I'm going to go into now. And so check out your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign as well. That's what I'd suggest to get all of the information, all the specific information about what's going on for you this week. As always, the titles are going to be around there, and so you can skip forward to your signs. So let's see what we've got going on for Aries this week. Aries, what have you got going on generally this week? Aries. Aries, you're being encouraged to be in the moment. Now I'm hearing, Aries, you might have had plans. You might have been planning and think that you have things to do this week. But this is your higher self encouraging you to be in the moment so that it can lead you on this mystery path to what it is that you want. So your plans aren't the best plans, is what your higher self is saying. It's got a more magical path, a more miraculous path for you. And so be in the moment so that it can feed you signs and signals and ideas, and that will lead you to even better things. This week, Aries, stay in that moment so that you can be led, so that you can follow your intuition, so that you can follow those prompts. Love life this week, Aries. What's going on in your love life? Creative. Getting creative with your love life and loving what is. This is maybe a different path. Again, you're being encouraged, Aries, to be in the moment, and this goes with your relationships too. And so maybe the way that you've been trying to find a partner for your single Aries, and you keep on doing that same thing. Maybe you're doing the online dating thing or something like that. Again, you're being encouraged to be a bit more creative about that. I don't know, maybe this is like, stop doing that dating thing that you've been doing and go and pursue a hobby, something creative that you really like instead, something that you'd love to do. Because you're going to find someone that's aligned with you when you do that, right? It's like stepping away from the official dating stuff and getting in that moment, just being yourself, just like enjoy your life and be yourself. And then when you're doing something that you love, you're going to bump into someone that does what they love too. You're going to be really attractive. And you're going to get together with them. So be a bit more creative with that. Don't be so focused on doing things like the dating way. I'm really picking up, especially this week, it's not going to work for you that way. It's like you can meet someone that's just like you, Aries, if you start just doing you, if you start being yourself and doing the things that you'd love to do. What about your work this week, Aries? You've got service and touch. Yeah, you really touch people's lives this week, especially in your community. As I said in the general read, it's like our communities, we've got various communities, we've got the communities that we live in, like this community on this island, this amazing community on this tropical island that I live on. We've also got like global communities too. We have all our different tribes, don't we, with our interests and stuff like that. And so with you, Aries, you can touch people's lives, people that are just like you. If you haven't found your tribe yet, this is a week for doing that. And it's a week, as I said in the general read, for you receiving from your tribe first, receiving from your community first. So you will be able to touch people's lives this week with your work, and especially in that with that community mind. Getting involved in your community is going to help. Pretty much like the love information too. It's like maybe it's the community thing, doing something in the community that you really love doing is going to open you up to that new relationship as well, Aries. What about your money this week? Guidance and perfect. You're being led to the abundance that you want, that money that you want, Aries, through your guidance. Something that's going to be perfect for you. You're not going to be able to get money from, you're not going to get going to be able to get a lot of money by doing something that you don't really love to do. And I'm really picking up, Aries, that it's community stuff. When you're getting involved in the community and you're playing your part and you find your place in the community, that's when things are really going to expand for you. You're going to be doing what's perfect for you. You're being led there. Your higher self is leading you there. So all good, Aries, all good. Taurus, what have you got going on this week? Taurus, generally, the energies for you this week. Moving forward, going for it, changes. You've got change this week and you're moving forward and you're going for it. You're taking action and don't let your thoughts hold you back from that. So don't let any negative thoughts stop you from doing it. Sure, negative thoughts are always going to come in, but we need to become aware of those negative thoughts, Taurus, and hear it, but then just let it go and go for it anyway. This is like going beyond your fears and doing it anyway. It's a great week for taking action for you, Taurus. A great week for taking action. What about your love life, Taurus? Woo! Romance and allow it in. If you've been by yourself, Taurus, like me, then maybe you've been disallowing it. Maybe you've had very strong boundaries and you've been quite happy by yourself and you're not really letting them in. This is the week to let them in. I feel like it's coming in, and just allow it to happen. Allow yourself to be romance. Maybe don't be so wary, Taurus. Maybe don't be so wary. Just like let people show themselves to you. Let people in. Let them reveal themselves. Don't be so pessimistic. Open up and allow that romance to happen because it's happening this week. Awesome. What about your work this week, Taurus? Changes, because you've got detachment and let go of the story. So there's changes in your work this week. Positive shifts I'm hearing as long as you let go of that old story. So if you're expecting the same old stuff, the same old results, the same old work, the same old colleagues, the same old customers, that kind of thing, then things aren't going to go so well for you. But if you're letting go of that story, detaching from it, and then opening up to what is possible now with your new energy, your energy's changed so much, Taurus. Like Phoenix arising from the flames, your energy has changed so much. So if you detach from that old self and what the results of your work that you got with that old self that you were, and realize that your energy is different now, that you've got unlimited possibilities available to you, open up to that change in your work this week, then things are going to go really well for you. I'm hearing big positive change in your work this week, Taurus. Yes. What about your money? New beginnings, new level of abundance, new level of money coming in now through these changes in your work, through owning your idea, moving forward on that. I'm feeling like you're in the right energy now, Taurus, to move ahead. That's why you've got this take action, this go for it this week. Moving forward on your ideas. You're realizing the old self is gone now. You're in this new energy. Anything is possible. Moving forward with that. And of course, that energy is going to bring in these new beginnings in for money too. And I'm feeling for a lot of you, it's like this change in work is a new thing that you're doing, or in a new way that you're doing it. And it's that idea that's going to bring a lot more money for you, Taurus. Very good week for Taurus. Yay, I'm Taurus. I'm Taurus sun sign. Gemini. What have you got going on this week, Gemini? Got a clearing week for you, letting things go, Gemini, especially around disrespect. I'm feeling like this is a community thing again, Gemini. Maybe you're in the wrong community, the wrong kind of community, people that just aren't you. They're just not your kind of people. And you've been trying to get respect from them. It's like trying to get blood out of a stone. You know, you're with the wrong people. You're banging on the wrong door, kind of thing. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm feeling like it's not. You are in the right communities too. So maybe, the people that are living around you are the right kind of community. And you've got like friends, like maybe a global community online or something like that, and that's all good. They're aligned with you. But then you keep on turning around to this other community, this other tribe that aren't like you and arguing with them and trying to get respect from them. This is like trying to get validation for who you are, Gemini, but going to the wrong places. Like I'm hearing you've got two communities in your life already that validate you. Why are you going to the community that doesn't, you know? You don't need that. You don't need everyone to agree with you to be able to move forward in your life and to respect yourself. So respect yourself and go to the people that are your people to get that respect back. Clear whatever it is that's making you want to go to people that don't agree with you and try and get their agreement. Clear that. Why are you doing that in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. It's that story, that example that I always give. It's like the butcher. If you're a butcher, you don't go to the vegans and try and sell your meat to them. You don't. You just go to meat eaters. Like, it doesn't make any sense to make life hard for yourself. And so I'm feeling that same thing for you, Gemini, is you're trying to get respect from people that just aren't in alignment with you. And you have got people that are in alignment with you. And so don't make life hard for yourself this week, Gemini. Your love life this week, Gemini, feel it, abundance. There's a lot available to you. So you're dating or you're wanting someone in your life. Your higher self is saying it's just so many people around you, but you've got to feel it. You've got to feel the abundance of people that are available for you. If you're telling yourself a story that there's just nobody available to you, or if you're looking in that community that just isn't you, and you're feeling the lack of it, you're feeling like there's nobody here for me, there's nobody that's like me, and it's like, well, go to the right communities then, the people that are like you. There's abundance of people for you in there. This week is an important week for you, Geminis. I'm feeling that. Stopping looking in the wrong places. You're turning over the wrong rocks, and you keep on seeing lack and people that aren't like you and not respecting you, not agreeing with you, nobody to date, nobody to have a relationship with. Where behind you, there's like so many people that are just like you, Gemini. What about your work this week, Gemini? Trusting yourself, encouraging yourself, knowing that you're good. That, yeah, your work is good. Loving it, loving your work that you're doing at the moment. So if you find that you've been pessimistic, if you've been looking at what you don't like about your work, or how you're not that good at it, maybe you've been trying to improve yourself or something like that. Maybe you've been learning something about your work or doing some kind of course to improve yourself, and it's got you focused on your negative aspects. It's got you focused on what isn't good about it. Stop doing that. Get focused on what you love about your work, what you love about yourself, and trusting yourself in that. Yeah, I'm feeling not massive changes for you in your work this week, but you've got to really get solid where you are right now in your work and feeling good about it, feeling good about that work that you're doing right now. Here comes the wind. Blow my cards away. Gemini, what about your money? Your money this week, Gemini? I'll hold my cards down while this gust of wind is happening. Okay, you've got connection and healing. Whoa. Okay, Gemini, with your money this week, again, it's about your community, right? It's like you're the butcher. You're the butcher trying to sell meat to vegans, and once you've done all of this other stuff that I've talked about this week, once you go into those right communities, the people that are like you, you're making those connections. You're healing that part of yourself that wants to keep on going to people that don't agree with you. Maybe you had a parent. Maybe this is something to heal, Gemini, because maybe you had a parent or someone in your life who was never agreed with you, always told you that you were wrong or something, and you were always trying to get that love and attention from them. And you're still doing that now. You're still picking people that are like them, that don't agree with you, that aren't your kind of person at all. You're still trying to get the love and the respect from them. And it's just not going to come from them because they've got a different point of view. They're a different kind of person than you, Gemini. And when you've healed that, then you're going to open up to more money, just like because then you're not going to be the butcher trying to sell meat to vegans. Yeah, you're going to be selling meat. You're going to be selling your service to people that already agree with you. You know, it'd be like me trying to do readings for people that don't agree with this stuff, that think it's evil or something, that just don't get it. Instead of just going to people who already get it and who already want my readings, who already want readings, they just need to hear about me. It's that kind of thing. It's like, stop banging your head against the wall, Gemini, going to the wrong connections, and then your money's going to sort itself out. So, what have you got going on this week? Cancer, you've got be with nature and fulfill yourself. Right. So, Cancer, if you've been focused on work, if you've been putting way too much time into work, um, this is a week to get out in nature, have some time to yourself, give yourself some time, go for walks and things, have some downtime, have some time for yourself, fulfill yourself, not in your work, fulfill yourself in other ways. Same if you've been focused on relationships too, focused on someone else. It's just saying, take time for yourself, get out into nature, fulfill yourself, give yourself what you need. Love yourself first, Cancer. Give yourself what you need this week. Take some time out, time for yourself, self-loving time. But yeah, being with nature, you know, just get out, go for a swim or something, go for a walk on the beach, go for a ride on your bike. I'm saying all the things that I love to do now. Cancer, what about relationships this week? Right. Are you telling the same story, Cancer? Maybe you've had similar experiences with people. Say you keep on meeting people, the jealous type, you know, and it's so hard to be in a relationship with someone that's jealous, isn't it? I had one of those recently. And it was just stories in their mind, you know. They had all this jealousy. And they really believed the stories in their mind. I just wish that I had half of the life that they thought that I had in their head. Because it would have been quite exciting, but none of it was true. And in the same way, none of what you're saying in your head is true too. You might think that you keep on meeting people that are having these stories in your head, but it's the story in your head that people are like that is bringing those in. You are being heard. Your thoughts are being heard. It's your superpower, right? Your thoughts and your emotions is your superpower, Cancer. It's how you are attracting everything that's going on in your life. It's how you're attracting people into your life, into your love life. You're attracting that because you focus on it, because you think that that's what people are like. You're attracting someone that's jealous, and they have that same thing going on. So they're being heard too. They're thinking that everyone is like cheating, or everyone is just, and they're projecting that onto you. So you've both got the same thing going on, even though you don't realize it. So just know that you've been expecting what you don't really want in a relationship. You need to turn that around. Just imagine having an amazing relationship and what that would be like, Cancer. What about your work this week, Cancer? Right. You're laying foundations at the moment, Cancer. Maybe you've started something off. Maybe you're in a new job, or you've started a new business. The physical action you're taking now, you're not going to reap great rewards from it in the short term. Don't do it for the short term. Do it for the long term. Have a long-term vision now. Lay solid foundations so that you can reap the rewards in the future from it. Have patience. Take the action. Don't stop taking the action. Keep on taking the action, but have patience with the results. You're laying very strong foundations, and if you have that in mind, and just know deep in your heart that that's what you're doing, and you will reap the rewards, and you're going to reap bigger rewards if you do things for the long term like that this week. This week, Cancer. Money. What about your money this week, Cancer? Own my idea one step at a time. Again, you're taking the action. You're owning your ideas. You're taking the action, but you're doing it for the long term. You're taking it one step at a time. You're doing it for the long term. You're laying these strong foundations, and it's going to financially pay off for you too. Not just financially, I'm hearing that you're going to get fulfillment from it. You're going to get a lot more things from it too, but the money is going to come about. So keep on keeping on, keep on doing what you're doing, Cancer. Keep on owning those ideas, keep on moving forward on it, because yeah, it is going to work for you. And that's what you want, is that stability, that financial stability in the long term. So you need to be stable, taking it one step at a time in this short term, with that long-term vision to be able to get what you want. You're on track. You're absolutely on track with that, Cancer. this week? Leo, what about you? What have you got going on this week? I'm just going to move my cards because it's getting a bit gusty and I don't want them to blow off the table. Leo, are you a healer? Leo, are you a healer? If so, what are you doing other things for? What are you doing other things for? Maybe you're in a job, Leo, and you're a healer. Maybe you're doing your healing work part-time in your own time, and your higher self is like, you are that healer. Like, get on with it, do it. So I'm feeling like this week could be a great week for you if you get that courage up to actually do it, Leo, to realize that that's who you are. The universe didn't make a mistake with you. It didn't say, oh, I'm going to make this one a healer, but she's not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to give her a way to do it. That doesn't make any sense. The universe makes us who we are, and we can do it. It always gives us a way to do it. And so open up to that this week. Leo, you do have a way to do it. You have a way to do your healing. That's who you are. It's who you are for a reason. There is a way for you to do it. What about your love life? Leo, this week, growth in lovers. I'm feeling like this isn't necessarily having a lover coming in, but your self-growth, if you're by yourself at the moment, Leo, your self-growth is leading you to a lover that you really would like. I'm feeling like it's this week, bide your time with this. Don't just let anybody in. You've grown, it's who you are. You've got higher standards now. Leo. You've grown within yourself, and you're not going to accept any old lover. Hold out for what it is that you want. So some of you Leos, someone who's right for you might come in, but I'm feeling like that's up to you, Leo, to make that. You've grown. You've grown, and you deserve better now. Just wait for it, Leo. Might happen this week for you, for some of you, but stay firm on what it is that you want, because you have grown, Leo. That's great news. Leo, what about your work this week? I am love and innocence. So this, you are a healer. It's time to move into that. But don't feel bad about that either, that you haven't already, or that you're only just doing that now. Don't feel bad about it. You're loved. The universe loves you. And sometimes, sometimes that's part of our story. Like I worked in corporate for 8 years after I went to uni, and I only stepped into my healing work when I hit 30, not 40, 30. So the last 20 years I've been doing my healing work. But that first 8 years, that in my 20s, that was an important time of my life, that set up those solid foundations for it, And so, yeah, don't feel bad about where you've been in your work, Leo, or what you're doing at the moment. You are innocent. You're loved by the universe. You are loved. You can shift into this healing thing. You don't need to feel bad that you haven't done it before. But really, the universe is saying, come on, Leo, it's time for you to step up now. The time is right now. What about your money this week, Leo? Okay, your money this week. This is, I'm feeling like, Leo, that there's certain things that you know about your life. Maybe you know that you're going to be wealthy. You've always known deep down about that. Same as you know that you're going to find someone that's right for you too. You know that your life's going to work out for you. You know that you're going to get what you want. You've got that deep down knowing. And life is a journey toward that, It's true for everyone, not just for Leo. It's true for everyone. We don't get instant manifestations. We're not all like healed and ready for great things straight away. We can't all, we're not all born and then when we're 21, when we finish university when we're 21, we can't all be Oprah. You know what I mean? We're not ready for that kind of thing. We get ready for these things throughout our life, and it's our life experiences are all different, right? And we learn and we grow and become more of ourselves. And so certain things that Leo, and they are going to come true. You can't have the instant manifestation. So if you've been looking for instant manifestations of money, yet you're in this job and you're not doing your healing work fully yet, you know that when you're doing when you're doing your thing, when you're doing your true thing, that's when the money's going to come. You know that. So don't get hung up on that short-term stuff, Leo, of trying to manifest the money in the situation you're in. The money's going to come when you're doing your thing, when you're doing your thing and you're really loving it, Leo. That's when it's going to come. And I think deep down you know that. That's what the cards say anyway. Let's get rid of that. Virgo, what about you? What have you got going on this week, Virgo? Okay, Virgo, you've got to forgive yourself, you're on track. Now, Virgo, I'm hearing that maybe last week or the previous month or in the recent past anyway, Virgo, you've kind of got a little bit off track. You feel like you've been a little bit off track anyway. Maybe you've had a bit of a diversion. And so maybe you had like a 5-year plan or something, and you were focused on it and you were focused on it. And then a relationship came up and you got distracted by it. Or maybe you got a few disappointments and you got diverted from that path. You know, maybe you've got some kind of big plan for your life. You had a focus and then you got diverted from that by some disappointments or something else happening or some kind of crisis going on in your life, something like that. And this is saying, like, forgive yourself for that. It's not, diversions aren't always a bad thing. Yeah, you are still on track and it was part of the track too. Our higher self always knows what's best for us, you know. And if we do get diverted in some way, it's because there's an aspect of that is part of our path. It's something that needs to be addressed. So you are on track. Just, yeah, whatever it is that you're feeling bad about, Virgo, you felt that you got distracted in some way, it's not a bad thing. You're still on track and it is part of the path. What about your relationships, your love life this week, Virgo? You've got growth and play. Yeah. Relationships are changing for you. If you're single, Virgo, I'm feeling like someone completely different is going to come in. Maybe you've been very serious about relationships, Virgo. Serious, yeah, for sure. And you're going to have a lighter kind of relationship coming in. You've grown within yourself. You're going to be experiencing different things. More playful kind of relationship. Lighten up about relationships, Virgo. That's what this is saying. Lighten up about relationships this week. Let it just be fun. Don't be so serious about it all, Virgo. Oh, what about your work this week? Abundance and travel. Your work, taking you to different places. Your work's taking you to different places. That's the clear message I'm getting from this. Taking you new experiences, different places. Your work's going to expand in that way. Maybe you're moving jobs. Maybe you're expanding your business to be reaching people from a different place. It could be all kinds of things, but it's taking you to new places. Your work is taking you to new places, so be open to that. Be open to new places. This isn't just locations. New places, like new abundance as well. New places. Your work is taking you to new places. Maybe new places within yourself too. Your work might be expecting more of you this week, Virgo. What about your money? Okay, you've got be with nature and who is aware. Yeah, money is abundance. Just like apples growing on an apple tree is abundance too. You might think that money is unnatural, it's been a man-made thing, but it's still part of abundance. We're part of nature too. The apple tree is part of nature too. What we create is the same as apples. What we create, like money, is as natural as apples. So Virgo, if you have had this awareness that money is a bad thing because human beings created it, it's like, hang on a minute, human beings are part of nature too. And so what we create is natural too. So change your mind about money. It's not an artificial wrong thing just because humans made it. Humans aren't wrong. We're right. We're part of nature. We're a very important part of nature, in fact, because of our consciousness. We're a very important part of nature. So your financial situation is going to change, Virgo, when you change your mind about money itself and start seeing yourself and your money as a natural thing, as a good thing. Libra, what about you? What have you got going on this week, Libra? Is this thought useful and connection? Right, so going back to the general read about communities and everything. Libra, I feel like you're getting redirected this week into the communities that are right for you. It could be this week that you're being rejected, you're being thrown out of a job or thrown out of a community. You have to move on, you have to move out of the house that you've been living in, something like that. You're getting kind of pushed, you're getting a push, and it's about your connections. It's like you're not in the right place. The universe has to step in and put you in the right place, and it's going to do that by stopping you from being in those connections, those communities where you don't really belong now. You're being moved on. And so is this thought useful? That's about you not riding against that, not trying to resist that. Go with it. Go with it, Libra. Your thoughts about it, that being a bad thing, it's not a bad thing. You actually, what if it's a great opportunity? See the redirection that you're having at the moment, that you're being forced into, see it as a great opportunity. It is moving you toward the community that is right for you. So Libras are getting moved on this week, and it's a good thing. So don't battle it and don't block it by thinking it's a bad thing. Don't cling on to the past. There's something much better for you. Libra, what about your love life? Talk to someone and wake up. Wake up call for Libras. It's a wake up call for Libras this week. The places you are at, the people you're around, the relationships you've been trying to get into or that you are in, they're not right for you. This is just for some of you. I'm not saying every single Libra is in the wrong place right now. But yeah, wake up to it. You've got to talk. You've got to fess up. You've got to talk to someone. If you're in a relationship with someone and it's just not working, you're dating someone and you don't really want to date them anymore. You know it's not a long-term thing. You know it's not going to work out. You're waking up to that and just be honest about it now. Maybe you're in a relationship and you know you're being moved on. Maybe you're going to go and do a course in some other city, and it's like, look, we're going to be in different places now, and so let's just break up because this isn't really a solid thing. It's about getting real. You've got to get real this week, Libra. Wake up, be truthful, be down to earth about something, see something for what it is and be truthful about it in your relationships this week. Libra, what about your work this week? Maybe this is part of the move on because you've got, be firmer about your passion. You're here to do what you love, Libra. You're not here to do what you don't love. So part of this moving on is to get you on board with your life purpose, get you to live your passion, get you to be doing what it is that you love to do. If you've been kind of distracted from that, the universe is moving you on this week. So get you with the right people, to get you in the right community so that you can do it. It's leading you there. Don't resist it, Libra. It's leading you there. This is interesting. Got a Libra in my life that's definitely being moved on at the moment, for sure. What about your money, Libra? What have you got going on with your money? Believing in yourself and your success. Okay. Yeah, so your financial situation is going to turn around when you're really believing in yourself and you're believing that you can have success. I feel like you've been looking for money in the wrong places, and this is probably why you're being moved on to. It's like, Libra, you can have what you want, but you need to go to the places and be doing the things and be with the people that are true to you, that are aligned with you. Believe in yourself and you can have the success. Maybe you've been doing something that someone else does, that someone else isn't aligned with, and you're trying to get the money from that, and you're trying to get the community from that, and it just really is not you. It's not you. Maybe it's a friend. You followed a friend kind of thing, and it's really not you. You've got to believe in yourself, what's right for you. You're going to get your success there. Be your own self. Be your authentic self. Get on track with that, Libra, this week. Scorpio, what about you, Scorpio? We've got be still, keep quiet, and release guilt. Scorpio, what have you done? I think last week you stung someone last week, Scorpio. Did you? You're feeling bad about it? I'm not feeling like this is the week to go out there and apologize. I'm feeling like this is the week to go within and ask yourself why you did that in the first place. You know, it could be. It could be that that was your higher self leading you to that. Maybe you were walking down the wrong path, you know? Maybe you were doing something that isn't right for you. You stung someone, you're feeling bad about it. Something happened, something went wrong, because it's not really wrong, is what I'm hearing. And you're feeling bad about it, but just go within and question yourself on that, because was it really bad? Or was it actually the right thing to do? Were you getting your guidance correctly and you were being redirected to something else? Because that's what I'm feeling it is. You're like barking up the wrong tree anyway. You stopped that, and it may be in a negative way that you stopped it. It might feel like that and you're feeling guilty about it, but just go within, because I'm feeling like it's not such a bad thing as you think it is. Don't go backwards. That's the message, Scorpio. Don't let your guilt make you apologize and go backward and end up in that situation again, in a situation that wasn't right for you in the first place. Scorpio, what about your love life? You got expansion and gentle okayness. Okay, so yeah, changes in your love life. Onwards and upwards, that kind of thing. So if it was a lover that you stung last week, and you're moving on from that, you're moving on to what's better for you, just being okay about that. Being okay about things changing. You didn't necessarily go wrong, Scorpio. That's what I'm hearing, is that things are expanding. You're actually being moved into the right direction, maybe to relationships that are more fulfilling or better for you. So just be okay about that. Be okay about the expansion, the changes that are going on in your love life at the moment. What about your work, Scorpio? Mostly inner work this week. Sorting yourself out, healing yourself, doing that inner work, making yourself feel better. Not so much of the external work, because you don't want to do the external work when you're not feeling good enough, when you're not in a good vibration, because you don't get good results from it. You know that, Scorpio. You don't get good results when you're not feeling good. And so why bother? Why not just take the time off and do something for yourself to feel better in the first place? Go within. It's very much a week for Scorpios to go within, not to do the external stuff, yeah. Because if you're feeling bad, it's not going to come up with good results. You got to feel better. Feel better, Scorpio. Whatever's been going on for you, it's time to feel better about it. So use this week wisely to feel better in yourself. What about your money? Yeah, your money's connected to it too. Like, we don't get like a lot of money when we're feeling really crappy in ourselves, do we? And so you need to connect, to make that connection of, when the money comes, when the money flows to you, it's when you're feeling really good. And so focus on feeling really good. Have a good time. Make connections. Get involved in your community, people that are like you. Make yourself feel better, and the money will start flowing. So don't be so focused on the money and doing things in a logical way, because when you're feeling bad about yourself, it's just not going to happen for you. It's not going to be happening for you this week. Those of you Scorpios that are resonating with you, that have not felt good about themselves and not feeling good about themselves at the moment, yeah, this is not the week to try and move forward with work or relationships or anything while you're feeling like that. It's just make yourself feel better instead, Scorpio. Put yourself first. Sagittarius, what have you got going on this week? Oh, Sagittarius. I'm picking up for you too, like Libra. You've got this redirection. Maybe you've been forced into a redirection, like losing your job or having to move out of your place, or suddenly something's blown up. You've had a tower moment. The universe is forcing some change onto you. And this week is all about understanding that this is actually good change for you. It's happening for a reason. You got a new beginning. And if you allow this new beginning to happen, then it's going to be really good. And what I mean by that is, don't cling on to the past. Don't let this change that's been forced on you just be a small change. Let it be a big change. Understand that you've got the possibility of a new beginning now. This reminds me, when I, in my 20s, I worked in corporate, and then I decided to move to Australia when I was 30, or just before I was 30, and that I made that decision. And moving to Australia, I was thinking, what What shall I do in Australia? And I was thinking I could transition. It's like I could go and get a job like my corporate job in Australia and like make it a stepping stone like that. And then I thought, no, you know what? If I'm moving to Australia, if I'm making a change, I might as well change everything. And so I might as well just start my business off. Start as I mean to go on. And so I shifted into that mindset of, right, I'm going to do this. If I'm making a change, I might as well change everything. That's the energy that you've got this week, Sagittarius. You're being forced into a change now. Understand that this is your opportunity to change everything. So don't be lighthearted about this. I mean, just go for it. Go for it. Go for exactly what you want now. If change is happening, why not change everything, Sag? Awesome. What about your love life? Criticism and respect. Yeah, okay. So, who are you with at the moment, Sagittarius, or who are you attracting at the moment? Criticism or respect. Of course, it's a reflection of who you are. You're respecting yourself, you attract respect. You're criticizing yourself, you attract criticism. Maybe you are keep on accepting people into your life that are critical of you. You got to sort this out inside of yourself this week, Sagittarius. Sort this out within yourself. People are a reflection of you and how you're feeling about yourself. Criticizing yourself, you'll get critical people. Respecting yourself, you're going to get respectful people coming towards you. Sort it out within yourself. It's not about them. You're just attracting with your energy the people that are matched to your energy, Sagittarius. What about your work, Sag? Work this week. See, this new beginning, everything's changing. Why not? Why not change everything? So if you've just broken up in a relationship and you're like, what the hell, why don't I just move somewhere else and start a new job? It's like include everything. Include everything. If you got a change happening at the moment, Sagittarius, why not make it a complete new beginning? Include everything in that. Move away. Why not? Why not? Why not have a fresh start? Why not? You know, you can. You can. You can change your life as many times and as often as you like, and it doesn't matter how old you are. Sagittarius, what about your money? Yeah. Your money's connected with your creations, right? And so you've got this change going on at the moment. You can include your money in that too. Why not? Why not say, okay, this is the rich chapter in my life that's starting now. Include that in it and create it for yourself. Make that connection. You get to decide. You get to decide these changes in your life, this new beginning. Include money too. Why not? Why not? Wow, big things. And what about Capricorns? What's Capricorn got going on this week? Capricorn, don't worry about your work. Don't be so focused on your work this week. I'm feeling like things aren't going to move ahead with your work that much anyway this week. Don't be focused on it. There's better things in life, Capricorn. Especially don't be worried about your work. If things aren't happening in your work, don't start worrying on that. If things aren't happening in your work, focus on another part of your life. Focus on relationships. Focus on having fun. Focus on something else, Capricorn, not just your work. I know you can be focused on work, Capricorn. A little bit too much sometimes, Capricorn. Ooh, relationships. What's going on in your relationships this week, Capricorn? I've got willingness to take it one step at a time. Slow starts, slow beginnings. Have you just met somebody, Capricorn? Time to take it slowly. Don't dive in there. Take it nice and slowly. Get to know them. One step at a time. Old school romance. That's what this is about. Courting someone. You know, that kind of thing? Let it go slowly. Enjoy it one step at a time. Be willing to go slowly on it. Maybe Capricorn, you've been getting into the wrong relationships because you keep on diving in there. Keep on thinking, meeting someone, going, oh my God, they're the one. Moving in with them straight away, and then you find out that they're not. Well, maybe Capricorn, it's time to be willing to take it slowly and actually get to know someone first, slowly, to see if they are the one. And that takes time. That takes time. Don't just go off your feelings, because everyone gets that rush of feelings when they first meet somebody. Everyone does. It doesn't mean that they're the one. Capricorn, what have you got going on in your work this week? Releasing guilt and trust myself. So things might be changing. You know how I said don't move ahead so much with your work this week, because, and especially don't worry about it if it's not moving ahead. But from this, I'm feeling like maybe something went wrong. You're being like directed away from your work, focusing on other things, maybe focusing on relationships and one step at a time and taking things slowly. Trust yourself with it. Don't feel guilty about things not happening with your work. There's more to life than that. Life isn't just about work and making money, Capricorn. There's so much more to life than that. Community. Maybe you're being redirected into community stuff this week. Release guilt anyway and trust yourself. Trust where life is flowing you. Trust life. Trust your higher self. It's not all about work, and it doesn't have to be. So let go of that agenda. Capricorn, what about your money this week? Let go of the past, mirror reflections. Right. Yeah, so the amount of money that you created in the past, are you expecting that same amount of money now? This is saying like the money that you've made in the past is a mirror reflection of who you were being, what you were expecting for yourself, how much you were loving yourself, how much you wanted for yourself, what you were think you were worthy of or deserving of. It was a mirror reflection of you, and you need to let go of the past and not keep on expecting that same financial situation, because you're different. Your energy's changed now. You're different now. Maybe you're realizing you're worthy now, and you're worthy of much more. So let go of the past and don't expect the same financial situation to happen again. Aquarius, what about you? What have you got going on this week? Oh, Aquarius, nice. You've got love and warmth, a great week for you. Maybe you've got into a new relationship, or a new job, or a new community, or you're on holiday. This is really good energy. Like, just enjoy it. Enjoy the love that's around you. Maybe a new community around you. You be in love, warm, you're seeing the best sides of people. It's good. This is really good energy for this week. Really enjoy it. Really enjoy this week, Aquarius. Nice. Beautiful. Relationships. What about your love life this week, Aquarius? Choose to change and joy. This is like you've had a change in energy. You're around good people. You're realizing you can have a relationship, not one that's hard work and it's troubling and it's always, problems and stuff like that. You can have a joyful relationship, someone that just makes you happy. You're both happy together. You can choose that. You can choose that, Aquarius. I'm really feeling like your vibration has changed. It's like you're getting a glimpse of paradise, that kind of thing. Very good week for you. Relationships and all kinds of relationships on the up and up for you, as you're settling into this vibe of joy and warmth and love. Very nice. What about your work? Go within and sabotage it. No. Your work. You could be on holiday at the moment. This is saying like don't push ahead with your work in the same way as you were doing it before, taking action, that kind of thing. Go within instead. Feel better. Yeah, I'm feeling like time off. This is like time off. Don't try and push forward with work when you're having a great time with friends. It's like don't sabotage the great time with friends by trying to focus on work again. Just let life flow. Good times are flowing for you. Let them flow. Don't sabotage it with work. Oh, okay, Aquarius. What about money? You've got self-love and time alone. Now, of course, this seems like a complete contradiction to the rest of your reading, but the time alone card isn't time alone. This is money, right? This is about you loving yourself and spending your money. This is not time alone. This is like money alone. This is your money for you, what you want to spend it on. Now, maybe, Aquarius, maybe in the past, you've been spending your money on what friends want you to spend your money on, family wants to spend your money on, what partners want to spend your money on, that kind of thing. And this week it's about you realizing that your money is for you. It's for you to use in the most loving way for yourself. Your money is yours and yours alone. No one else can dictate what you spend that money on. You know, you might want to spend some of it on food and somewhere to live. You know, that bit might seem to be dictated by other people, but that's self-loving too, right? Choose to spend your money on the food that's really good for you personally. Choose to spend the money on somewhere for you to live that's really good for you, that you really love. But yeah, the other money, Aquarius, if you haven't been spending the money on in the ways that you, along with your priorities, your values, then now is this is the week for doing that. It's like, change your mind on that. Start spending your money on what you want to. Um, Pisces, finally Pisces, our lovely Pisces. What have you got going on this week, Pisces? You've got gentle okayness and I am love. You're loved and you are loved. You're loved, very loved, Pisces. I'm thinking about my Pisces friend now. Love them very, very much. Yeah, be okay about that. So the general read was all about communities, going to the right people. And so Pisces, maybe you've been trying to be loved by everybody. And not everybody's going to love you, Pisces, but you are very loved by some. You really are. And you don't need to go to those people in those communities that aren't really aligned with you, that don't love you, that don't agree with you, don't believe in you. You don't need to go to them for love. Go to those that love you because you are already loved. Be okay about that. Be okay about not being loved by everybody. You don't need to be loved by everybody, Pisces. So not so much with the people pleasing, trying to get everyone to love you this week, especially. Just wake up to that fact, Pisces, that you're allowed to be loved just by a few. And the love is true. What about your love life? Right, Pisces, listen and cleanse. I'm feeling like in your love life you might have been doing the same thing too. You might have been getting into relationships with people that just aren't right for you, trying to get them to love you. This could be a recreation of a parental thing. If you had a parent that was very different than you and they wanted you to be like them, they wanted you to kind of live their life in accordance with what they wanted, and you kind of went along with that to try and get the love out of them for a while, but then you ended up being you instead, but you're still getting into relationships with people like that and trying to get them to love you even though they're not in agreement with you. Listen to the patterns that you've got going on, Pisces, in your romantic relationships, because there's stuff to let go of there. You've got some dysfunctional stuff to let go of, and it's probably from the past. It will be from the past. 100%, Pisces. What about your work this week? Wait and allow. This is not a week for pushing forward with work. This is a week for knowing what you want and allowing the universe to show you the way to it. So I'm not saying that things aren't going to happen this week. They could happen, but they're not going to happen by you pushing forward. They're going to happen by you saying, okay, I want more new customers for readings, and then universe, you do it for me, and then an avenue is going to open up and it's just going to happen. You're going to allow it in, that kind of thing. The Pisces, the universe wants to give to you, Pisces. So yeah, you don't need to do it yourself. The universe loves you and it wants to give you this stuff, so it can do it in a much easier way than you do anyway. So decide what you want, wait, don't take action on that. An avenue will be opened up to you for that, and I'm hearing it won't even require anything more of you, you know. It won't. It's just going to happen anyway. Magical ways. What about your money this week, Pisces? Yeah, something is opening up for you, something brilliant, something that's going to bring much more money in for you. Great news, Pisces. So just wait for it. Wait for it. A new door is being opened for you to more money with your work, I'm hearing, and it's brilliant for you. Something that's going to be really good for you and lots of money for you. So that's great. Just wait for it, Pisces. It's coming. There we go. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment about what you got out of that, how it resonated with you. I love hearing from you. And share it with your friends as well. If you enjoy this reading, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.